is the presentation for international grad school fellowships, of which there are several. We'll just go through them one by one. But the first one is Fulbright. Started here because most of you might have heard the name before. Fulbright has a couple of different awards, but they do grant funding for master's degrees abroad, and those are normally a year. Relevant subcomponent. They also fund independent research projects abroad that also last about a year. So that's something to consider as well. And this is available in over 140 countries, I believe. The grant itself covers monthly living, health benefits, round-trip airfare, and it can cover tuition for your university. It changes per country, so you'd have to check, case by case. And in some countries, tuition isn't charged in general, so could already be covered. So yeah, like I said, one-year master's degrees is what this normally covers. You do have to be a US citizen or a national. Permanent residents are not eligible for this. And application seasons start like quite a bit in advance. So for example, if I wanted to do a Fulbright that starts next fall, I would have started already this past summer. So like the summer before you would actually, no, 2 summers, I guess, before you would actually land there in fall, you would begin your application with our office, and we have a campus deadline that is normally due in like late August, and we would need all 3 of your recommendations by then, both of your essays, any language forms that you would need. So your whole application would be done by late August. You would do a campus interview with folks from our campus, such as professors who have been Fulbright scholars themselves or just esteemed in their field. After that interview, those faculty members give you feedback on your application, and so does our office. And then we unsubmit your application, you make your feedback adjustments, and then you resubmit for the national deadline, which is in early October. We'll go over more about our office towards the end, but just as like a beginning preface, our office does help students in the application process. So that looks like this presentation. It looks like finding fellowships that work for you and reviewing essays, talking about recommendation letters, like you name it. So that's Fulbright in a nutshell. Okay, cool. So I put this map up because Fulbright is unique in that it can fund graduate degrees almost anywhere. So these are all countries that are lit up where Fulbrights are available. Some of these are the teaching assistantships for English, but in general, probably every country on this map, you can find an independent research grant or a graduate study grant. So the Marshall Scholarship is similar. It funds a 1-year or 2-year graduate degree specific to the United Kingdom, of which there are like 164 universities. So still a lot of options. There are about 50 awards given out each year. There is a minimum GPA of 3.7 out of 4.0. You do have to be a US citizen. This grant covers the university fees, if there are any, cost of living, books, research grants, round-trip airfare, and occasionally funding for a dependent spouse, so that's unique. And applications are typically due this September before you would actually attend in the fall, so about a year in advance, much like graduate school. And I just want to preface too that with Fulbright, Marshall, and I believe Mitchell, the next one as well, you would have your fellowship application, so like your Marshall application, and then you would also have your application to that school. So 2 streams going on. Our office does help with essay revisions for like statement of purposes or personal statements for graduate school. So you can use us for both of those 2 streams simultaneously. So that's Marshall. Very similar is Mitchell. It funds a 1-year graduate degree specific to Ireland. Fewer awards here, only about 12 given annually. The grant still covers tuition, housing, and living and travel stipends. You do need to be a US citizen for this. There is a campus deadline for this one as well. I believe there might be for the Marshall as well. But the national deadline is in that September before again, so about a year in advance. And those 3 are Fulbright, Marshall, and Mitchell. Pretty similar. Links are at the bottom of each of these. And if you have any questions, we can go over those towards the end.
Awesome. Thank you, Paige. Well, continuing on, I'm just going to go a little bit more for the other fellowships that we have. Right here, we have Schwarzman Scholars. This program is an international postgraduate award program, and scholars have the opportunity to study for 1 year at Tsinghua University in Beijing. Awards are awarded to about 100 to 200 applicants per year worldwide. Applicants must meet the following criteria. They must have an undergraduate degree, but also there's a stipulation where if you're currently enrolled in an undergraduate degree program, you must be on track to successfully complete it by August 1st of your enrollment year within the program. Additionally, applicants must be at least 18, but not yet 29 years of age, but again, as of August 1st of their enrollment year. And you must be proficient in the English language. If English isn't your native language, then you can take an English proficiency test, and those scores must be submitted with the application. This award covers tuition and fees, room and board, an in-country study tour, travel to and from Beijing, books and supplies, health insurance, and a stipend for personal expenses. And then looking on here, we have the selection cycle. So for US and global applicants, the application period is April 2020 to September, or sorry, April 2021 to September 2021. The selections are usually made within, around November 2021, and then your classes will begin in August of 2022. And then there's also a different application period for people with Chinese passports, and that's also listed. The period is from January 2021 to May 2021, and the selection is in September of 2021. And if you want more information on that, I know there was a lot, you can visit their website I listed below. If you want to continue on here, perfect. So next we have DOD. The DOD Study Scholarship funds a master's program at a university specifically in Germany. These scholarships are available for master's students in all academic disciplines, and also for postgraduate students in any artistic fields. In order to be eligible, you must be a student either in your last year of undergraduate study at an accredited US or Canadian university. You have to be a US or Canadian citizen or permanent resident. And then additionally, you can be a foreign national who lives in the US or in Canada at the time of the application. And you must be either a BA or BS, MA or MS graduate who completed their last degree no longer than 6 years ago. So even if you're a recent graduate. So again, this award covers a monthly stipend, payments towards health, accident, and personal liability insurance, travel subsidy, a one-off study allowance. As far as the application period, you have a winter semester application period, and that it takes place from between May and July 15th. And then to apply for the summer semester, you'd have to apply between early December and January 15th. And for more information, again, you can visit their website that's listed below. I'm sorry, it looks like we have a question here. Do you need to be fluent in German? I don't know I believe you do not have to be fluent in German. That's something I'd have to double check with, but I can definitely answer that, again, at the end of the presentation. Unless Paige, off the top of your head, but I'm not too sure.
What was the question? Do you need to be fluent in German?
Yes, for DOD.
I believe that most of the degrees, so it depends on the universities, but a lot of the degrees there are conducted in English. So that would be more of a case-by-case basis on the university itself rather than a requirement for DOD, the scholarship.
Okay, looks like we have another question here. We're not US. Yes, I believe so. You have to be living in the US, yes, studying in the US at the time of your application. So yes, you would still be eligible. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Continuing on to Rhodes. So the Rhodes Scholarship is an international postgraduate award for students to study at the University of Oxford. The Rhodes Scholars may study any full-time postgraduate course offered by the university, whether taught a master's program, a research degree, a second undergraduate degree, but as your senior status. Scholars are selected from over 64 different countries worldwide. And in order to be an eligible candidate for the US, Canada, or Global Rhodes Scholarship, you must be a US or Canadian citizen or lawful permanent resident. You can also be a DACA recipient or a citizen of a country not covered by an existing Rhodes Scholarship. Again, you must be 18, but not yet 24 by October 1st of the application year. Or you must be the maximum age of 28 if the first undergraduate degree was earned within the last 2 years. I know that's a little complicated, but they have it more in detailed on the website. And additionally, you must have an academic standing sufficiently advanced to assure the completion of the bachelor's degree before that October 1st of your application year. So for the award covers, the university and college fees are paid by the Rhodes Trust. And in addition, scholars receive a monthly maintenance stipend to cover accommodations and living expenses. For the application period, it's available each year in early July, and its deadline is always by 11:59 Eastern Time of the first Wednesday of October every year. And for more information, again, I know it's a little complicated. You can look on their website that's listed below. So yeah, I know that was a lot, but that was basically the international fellowships that we had to present. I see that page listed here a little bit about our office and included our website and our email addresses. Again, feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions about these specific fellowships, or if you just wanted to talk with us one-on-one about any fellowships in general that may not have been listed on this website, on this presentation. We also have more information on our website and links to the different fellowships within that. Paige, I'm not sure, do you have anything else to add?
No, on our website under About Us and then Contact Us, you'll see both of our emails there. And you'll also see emails for Josh Stanek and Jesse Wieland, who work pretty frequently with these fellowships as well. So you can really reach out to any of us. And yeah, like just to be very clear, like you can meet with us to talk about possible fellowships. You can meet with us to talk about fellowships that you found on your own. You can meet with us to work on an application, i.e. essay reviewing, like there, and you can work with us on essays for graduate school in general. So like if you're applying to a Marshall, you can work with us on the personal statement for your actual university application itself as well. So lots of options there. Did y'all have any other questions?
I see there was a question in the chat. Will this presentation be sent to our emails? Yes, it will. Again, this was recorded, so I will be sending this recording to all of you after this is concluded. And additionally, we post our recorded workshops on our YouTube channel. The name of the channel, if you just look up ONF FSU on YouTube, that'll have all of our pre-recorded workshops if you're unable to attend, or if you want to look back at something you may have missed. I'm going to go ahead and type in the name of our channel in the chat. But yes, this will be emailed to you guys as well. Are there any other questions? Well, it looks like we don't have any for now. Well, I just wanted to thank you all for coming and for giving us your attention. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out or check out any of the resources that we have to offer. But yeah, thank you all.
Yeah. See you all later. Hope to hear from you.
Have a good week. Thank you.